Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a skirmish battle, and you're looking at a T54E2, which is the Renegade, and it's being commanded by Andromedaa. Okay, battle started. Now the gun is a 105mm, which can do 360 alpha and a reload time of 8.42 seconds. This is the tank that a lot of you are trying to get at this moment by doing the marathon. Well, some other people are paying for it instead and taking it out on the battlefield. And in fact, actually, the first day that the marathon started, somebody was seen already driving one of these around. So yeah, you're likely to see a lot more in the next couple of days. As I said, this is a skirmish battle, so let's see how they get on. Now, bear in mind, there's been a few interesting battles along recently. There's an interesting battle we put up about 3 weeks ago, where somebody in an E25 on Arctic region had a, well, very good battle. He ended up with a Radley Waters, but everything didn't go his way in the end. And just recently, we've had seen another replay, but not on our channel. It actually went up on Honest Gaming's channel, Wolf's channel, Steve Wolf's, and well, that had an interesting ending as well. So let's see exactly what happens in this one. Oh, enemy spotted, T54E2. Well, not exactly spotted, he got a shot in, but we can't see him. And there he is. This time round he did appear. So we've lost 500 hit points for the tune of getting 300 back, or 400 back, and now we've lost a shot to a T54 Mod 1. Thank goodness that this thing has quite a lot of hit points to start with, otherwise we would really be in trouble. Problem is we can't climb the edge here because that is literally not possible. Oh, tried to get around him but bounced around, came in from the TVP. Yep, bounced another one. The armour on this thing's actually quite decent, but let's see what he does next. Oh, takes him around from a Walker Bulldog somewhere off to our right, so we need to get into cover. He's off near the edge of the castle. In fact, actually, I think Andromedaa just clicked where he is to let teammates know. He goes around this corner. He's probably going to get fired on again. There they are. Oh, T54 Mod 1 bounces around. Took around in the tracks actually. The Bulldog's not trying to shoot him at the moment, probably because if he does, he gets spotted. Well, that time he did take a round, and he took a round from the Bulldog, so that Bulldog's firmly in cover, and that's the second time he's got a pen. Yeah, he's going in for the lower plate as well. T54 makes a big mistake going around there side on. We managed to bounce his rounds, and that potentially is now steel wall. Okay, the enemy's having a hell of a battle on the other side of the battlefield. There's the Bulldog, and he's gone with one shot. That's good. Gets rid of that nuisance. Unfortunately, our T44 teammate is now taking fire from that T54 Mod 1. And if we poke out around the corner, we might be able to get some damage on him. Andromeda's not doing it though. Yeah, he's not looking at us, so side scrape out, put a round into him. There he is. Gets one in. Oh, it's two T54 Mod 1s. He bounced that round. So keep active, keep moving. Tries to get the other one, but actually gets hit in the tracks. And oh, the other T54 Mod 1 finally managed to get one in that did the deed. But anyway, let's see how this battle proceeds with our teammates now. Scores are even. We have a slight advantage in hit points. In fact, quite a big advantage. 3,000 hit point advantage. So it looks like the enemy, despite the fact they have numbers, they have lost a lot of hit points. That's one of the reasons why I have that mod, which actually shows the value of the hit points outstanding on each team, because it does give you a better impression of actually what the status of those players are. Because you could have a team that's got lots and lots of tanks alive, but very little in the way of hit points, which means obviously then most of them are one-shots. Okay, that T54 Mob 1 over there on the other side. Oh, we've just spotted that defender. He's backing away. Now, potentially he could go after that defender now. They're about equal on hit points. He takes a round, unfortunately, from one of the enemy's teammates. And now he's actually face to face with a guy. And yeah, unfortunately that didn't work out so well. And our IS-3 teammates come down the cliff. And now he's kind of stuck in this rock area behind the defender. And that didn't work out well for him because he got taken out by that defender. So now we're one tank down on the enemy, but there's a slight advantage when it comes to hit points. And that advantage is gradually disappearing because that TVP is actually causing our guys to lose hit points. The IS-3's had enough. He's going to go in there and try and get rid of that TVP face to face. And the TVP really hasn't got the armor to survive a shell from that gun. One shot will be enough to see him out of the game. Yeah, it does. And that now gives us a tactical advantage because we've got the slightly heavier tanks, I think, at this time. Near the cap. T54 Mob 1 is their closest guy. And is he an AFK? No, he is still moving. He's gone. Now it's 3 against 2. So it was 3 against 4. Now it's 3 against 2. And the IS-3A and Defender appear to be moving away up the other end of the map to chase that T-44. And this could be a big mistake by them because Dwayne Dibley and Ragnar Fighter could easily get into the cap and start putting pressure on them to come back. Okay, the Jagdpanther, who's got masses of hit points, is now fighting off that that defender. And that's a nice hit there from Dwayne Dibley. And the IS-3A's gone down. I thought it was the defender. It was actually the IS-3A. And they are capping out. That T-44 is coming back to deal with the defender, who must be returning to that ledge to try and get resets. Where is he? Where has he gone? They can't see him. Well, Dwayne's halfway through the cap process. Oh, he must have gone round the corner, come over the edge into the lake and cut across, because he's actually got behind our teammates. And our teammates have suddenly realised this and they're looking down on that defender. And he can't really come up this slope to try and get the reset unless he deals with them first. Otherwise, they're going to be able to shoot in his rear. He's now coming up the slope. Oh, T-44 dies! Now it's up to the defender to try and get a reset. Otherwise, Dwayne Dibley could win this. He's only, what, 10 seconds away from capping out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's done it. He's capped out. And he gets wiped out. Now, what happened? Did he win? Yes, he did. Just as in the other videos, the person who was vanquished, who was killed right at the end of the game, he wins the battle by default because he capped out beforehand. And even though he got wiped out, it was a victory. So here we go. It's the victory figures. Yep, no medals. Of course, this is Skirmish, and we can see on the figures that, yep, all of our team, all of Andromeda's team were wiped out in that game. Dwayne Dibley is the hero of the hour, because he got 100 cap points. He did cap out and win the game. And the high scorer was, in fact, the Wizzy120 on the enemy team. He got 2627 on the way of hit points. The defender got 2580. Both of those guys got more than any of our players. But all of our players were wiped out and they still lost. Even though, was it Street or Strasser Jocks was still alive in his defender at the end of the game, they still lost. So let's have a look at detail. Andromeda got 8 shots in, 7 direct hits, 6 penetrations, damage of 2087 hit points, of which 292 were at more than 300 meters. He received 14 hits from the enemy, 8 of which were penetrations, 6 non-penetrations, and 1400 hit points blocked. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 4 of the enemy, killed 1, and earned 96,719 credits from the game. And after ammunition, resupply and repair, he still walked away with 53,471 credits. He received 1,474 XP, got 148 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 1,622 altogether. But yes, surprising thing is he won this battle even though he was dead. In fact, every other member of his team were dead, but they still won the battle because the enemy didn't come back to the cap in time. And that's exactly what happened in both of the other battles, the Honest Gaming one and the E25 battle we had on our channel. The enemy did not come back in time to get a reset. They capped out and then they got killed right at the very end. So everyone was dead, but you still won the game. So yeah, it's surprising. It does happen more often than you'd think that an entire team of dead tanks still win the game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button, the little bell symbol, so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And thank you for watching.